She flinched the moment I reached out to say hello. Not because she didn't know me, but because her body had learned to expect pain before kindness. When Roxy was surrendered to the shelter, her previous family was handed a form. One simple question: why are you giving up this pet? Their answer was brief, almost casual. Our landlord doesn't allow pets, we'll be kicked out. We couldn't find anyone else to take her. To them, it was paperwork. To Roxy, it became a death sentence. My name is Divya, and this is Roxy's story. I'm the founder of Frail Endings, a nonprofit rescue dedicated to saving animals from high-risk situations. I've seen fear before, but when I first saw Roxy, I saw something heavier. She was folded into herself in the back of her kennel, eyes wide, body frozen, as if she were trying to disappear. When I slowly put my hand through the bars, she recoiled instantly. No growling, no barking, just pure, silent terror. That reaction told me everything I needed to know. This wasn't a dog who had simply been abandoned. This was a dog who had been hurt. Roxy was so fearful that shelter volunteers couldn't safely approach her. Because she didn't show well, because she couldn't trust, she was placed on the euthanasia list. She had about 1 week left to live. Leaving her behind that day broke me, but saving a dog like Roxy takes more than love. It takes planning, space, and time. Days later, when we finally returned with a plan, I braced myself for the worst. But she was still there. Still curled up, still trembling, still waiting. And somehow, heartbreakingly, no one else had chosen her. We brought Roxy into the play yard. She immediately hid behind a bench, shaking. I didn't try to touch her. I didn't call her name. Instead, I laid down on the ground, making myself small, non-threatening. The shelter is loud, overwhelming, and relentless. I wanted her to feel something different, quiet, stillness, safety. Minutes passed. Then, inch by inch, Roxy moved closer. She stopped beside me, paused, and then she gently rested her head on my chest and let out a long, deep sigh. Not a breath, a release. The kind of sigh that carries years of fear, exhaustion, and survival. In that moment, I felt it. She wasn't giving up. She was asking for a chance. My brother was volunteering with me that day. When we finally walked Roxy out of the shelter, something changed in her face. It was subtle at first, then undeniable. Her eyes softened, her body loosened. A smile, real and unguarded, slowly appeared. That night, Roxy arrived at her foster home. Within hours, I received videos of her running freely in the backyard, playing with the foster's dogs, tail wagging like she had never known fear. It was almost impossible to believe she was the same dog.
Always deserved.
Her first foster stay was short, just a few days. Then she moved into a long-term foster home, where she spent about a month learning what consistency, patience, and kindness felt like. Day by day, she healed. And then her forever family found her. They flew from Colorado to California just to meet Roxy. And because they didn't want to risk stressing her on a flight, they rented a car and drove nearly 2 days to bring her home. Today, Roxy lives in Colorado. She hikes mountain trails, she plays in the snow, She sleeps knowing she is safe, loved, chosen. She was once one form away from being forgotten. Now, she is living the life she always deserved because someone chose compassion before time ran out. Roxy's story didn't change because she was special. It changed because someone chose to see her when she was at her worst. There are still so many animals sitting quietly behind kennel doors tonight, not because they don't love, not because they wouldn't be loyal, but because they're still waiting for someone to look past the fear. Adoption doesn't just give them a home, it gives them a second chance to trust and a reason to believe the world can be kind again. And sometimes all it takes to save a life is choosing compassion before time runs out.